Hey guys, it is Tuesday, May 15th, 3:37 p.m. Markets are closed now. Stocks dropped after 8 days of gains, really, so you expect a little bit of a pullback. We didn't quite fill the gap yesterday. I had that video from yesterday showing that there was a March gap that did not close on the daily. Well, we've made a new gap. We have a new gap, and that's right here on the chart. And so there's two open gaps. There's a half gap open from March, and now we've got a May gap. So the sell-off today was precipitated really over concerns over trade, growth, and geopolitical sentiment, um, meaning politics. So nothing I can do about the politics, but the retail sales number was a bit of a miss, but wasn't a bad number at all, wasn't a bad beat. And I think that's what spooked investors. They're anticipating that the Fed's going to continue hiking. But when we're near zero, 0.25, 0.5, I mean, I don't really am not understanding this kind of nasty mood from today. All I can say is there was a 8-day gain, and you can't, you have to take it back a little bit. So all of this gain came back just a little bit too fast for me. It always comes, down really hard. And the bulk of the move was pre-market, got to the open here and had one 30-minute bar down, and then we just walked sideways the rest of the day. Put this on a 3-minute chart, and you will see that sideways walk. Linear regression has just been wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Um, Cannot keep it off of my chart now and rely on it so much. I've got it on the market analyzer, but you can clearly see when you start getting the green that you do not want to be selling that because you're not going to get far. It's just going to, like, that is the indication that the move is over. And here was the move. And we were able to catch this in the trade room this morning. Um, you know, quite nicely. Let me back it up and show you. We were in here trading this, and I was executing on the 50 and got a couple of nice trades off, and did traded down to S3 and then took it off. Always trade to a target location and then wait to see what happens after the consolidation. And sure enough, then it just went sideways. And you don't trade sideways. You just sit on your hands. We never got a deeper retracement, so never got a trend continuation. Just sideways consolidation. So now I have a line in the middle of this showing that volume. So that's a high volume area. So I will wait for maybe price to come up, break below it, and then trade off of that level if I get a chance in the future. I've locked this on my, well, I thought I had locked it. Let me lock it in place so I don't move it around. And just as a benchmark, if I can get a trade off of that level in the future, I'll certainly look into selling that level if we get another downside trade. Or conversely, since we're in an uptrend, overall 8 days uptrend, we fill these gaps, come back to this level here after filling the gap. I'm going to buy that level or look to see if there's a trade to buy. So, but it kind of is worrisome that we did not fill that upper gap, and now we have one additional gap. So we have two gaps going, two down open gaps, and that's kind of rare in the indexes. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But gold, the yen, everything dropped today. Um, just a risk off day in the markets, and then they went flat. So, not much to talk about. We'll have some reports tomorrow that we can trade. Draghi's going to be talking in the morning. The euro's been selling off on that rising dollar. So that's been a very good trade for people. And a little bit of housing starts information, crude oil inventories, and some industrial production numbers. So come see us in the trade room and check out our charts, and we'll talk at you on Wednesday. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good night.